The Stream King has returned. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Let's get it. What the fuck? Man, come on. I need to find a good beat. Okay. From the cradle to the grave, Oh, we real laggy. Hold on. What the fuck? Shout out to Pittsburgh. We just swerve on them haters, you know. Yo, what the fuck? I don't know why it's so choppy. Wow, hold on. Driving me nuts. Shout out to Memphis, Tennessee, man. We up in here. From the cradle to the grave. We got this. We gonna see what we could do with this here stream. Let me fade this one out. Get this one rocking. Shout out from Michigan. If y'all hear me fine, put your threes up. Put your threes up. Put your threes up. If everything's cool, finally YouTube gave you a notification. Yeah, man, they've been tripping. YouTube, they're trying to fix a bunch of stuff and make this creator studio, and you always see these crazy changes. Interviewing for this management position, Ego trying to get this paper out. We working. That's what I'd like to hear, man. Good luck. All right, let's jump into it. I don't know how long I'm gonna be. I don't know how long this is gonna be, but I had to hit y'all off with that stream. I was gonna do a vampire stream yesterday, but you know, I ended up doing it. The vampire stream. So we gotta talk today. Listen, Eagle Army salute. Oh my gosh, let's get it. Smash the like button. The real is back. Hold on, I gotta put this fan on. It's super hot in here. Man, that breeze feel good. Make you feel good. Make you feel good. That breeze feel good. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we back up on this. I wanted to talk about this Canelo situation more. It seems like there's wires are crossed with this Canelo situation. So let me give you guys, smash the like button. That's it. Let me give you guys the kind of the update, and then I'll give some of my thoughts. You know how I do it. I just be putting it in the pot and then mixing it all up, cutting it, mixing it all up. So Kathy Duva just did an exclusive interview with World Boxing News, WBN. And Kathy Duva said that they could revisit the fight later, but it's going to require more pay. They felt the offer that was sent by Golden Boy Oscar did. Hey, Canelo, he does have the blueprint to beat Floyd, to beat Mayweather. You know how De La Hoya be doing it. but they said it was a low ball. I do believe. I do believe. That's how Oscar De La Hoya would do it. But they said it was a low ball offer. They said that, it's just not going to happen next. September is cutting it too close. They said like Diddy. Take that. So they said they can maybe fight in December. So Kovalev looks to be out of the picture. They said the offer was unacceptable. It was a low ball offer. And then Kathy Duva questioned why Kovalev would be disrespected like that and get an offer less than what Danny Jacobs got to fight Canelo, less than what Danny or actually Gerald Big Baby Miller was to make before he failed the drug test. He's like, that don't make sense, so we don't have enough time now to make that happen for September 14th. Good luck. We're gonna fight Yard. He's gonna fight whoever he fights, and then we can revisit it. Okay, so Kovalev looks to be out of the picture. The other person of interest, Caleb Smith, these are names that Golden Boy dropped. Caleb Smith's trainer, Joe Gallagher, said there's not enough time now. So it doesn't look like he's going to be the person. They said he basically said Canelo needs to put up or shut up. They called me out, my fighter out. Don't just mention our name if you ain't trying to, if you ain't trying to work, you ain't trying to make that fight. So now there's not enough time for that fight. So who is Canelo going to fight? And the word around the campfire is that Canelo, I was born ready. Alvarez doesn't like Gennady Golovkin. So despite Dazn and the other people involved, like Tom Loeffler and Triple G side, Jonathan Banks and whoever else, despite them wanting to fight Canelo and Dazn wanting Canelo Triple G, it sounds like the roadblock is Canelo doesn't feel he owes Triple G anything. He doesn't like Triple G. He doesn't want Triple G to reap the benefits of another, lucrative fight, fighting him, etc. So, unless there's a wild card person, like, Jeff Horn or somebody that they pick out, the other big names that they've discussed would be Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade, a 160-pound champion, a former 154-pound champion, or 154-pound current champion, Jaime Munguia. So it goes without saying, new media is destroying the competition. The Canelo man fans, whoever the fuck, send your best people. You can say whatever you want, but we after the truth. Anything else is getting rolled on and rolled over, The bottom line is these dudes aren't real boxing fans, guys or girls or whoever the fuck they are. The people who are, oh, Charlo sucks, he ain't done nothing. Oh, Andre creating all these roadblocks. Because if it comes down to it, how the fuck can you justify Jaime Munguia being the pick, especially since Canelo said he didn't want to fight a Mexican fighter again in his career? How can you justify that pick? Bro, Golden Boy, Dazn are in a pickle. That's just what it is. That's what it is. They are in a pickle. You gotta do something, baby. They gotta do something. They are in a pickle to me because the options, Canelo has played the A-side game, and I think people are kind of over it. Like, yes, the A-side, Canelo didn't invent it. Former fighters have done it, but it's not just using the A-side leverage for certain things. Oh, I get to walk out second. I want top billing, stuff like that. Like Jack Nicholson, this is a true movie fact for all my movie buffs. Jack Nicholson was considered the bigger star in the 1989 Batman, Tim Burton Batman. So if you look at the actual movie box, the first name you see is not Batman's, it's the Joker. It says Jack Nicholson, Michael Keaton, Kim Basinger. You get what I'm saying? That's because Jack Nicholson was the A-side. That man had, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest and had all these classics already. The Shining and all this shit, right? So he was the established star. Michael Keaton at that time, I think he just did like Beetlejuice or something. He wasn't as big. So I get that, using A-side 11. I want my name first on the credits and stuff. But what Canelo's team has done it's like almost turned away some of the boxing fans. Like, really, did you have to fight Rocky Fielding at a catch weight though? He didn't even look like he had the skills to beat you. Excuse me. Not a catch weight, a rehydration clause. WBC fucked up everything in the middleweight division, and for Canelo to be undisputed champion. Yeah, it's definitely harder now. It makes no sense. This is how I know. I don't care what anybody says. Like I said, I know people in boxing, I know people with the WBC. I'm telling you how I feel. And what I feel, why I feel this way. But this has clearly complicated things. And I could tell this was a rush job, because it's just like committing a crime or a murder or something. You commit a murder, you commit a crime, and then the cops are onto you. They don't know quite how it happened and all that, but you're a suspect and your story ain't straight. Because you haven't rehearsed it enough and you had to think of something quick to try to make it look like you're not guilty. That's what happened here with the WBC. Whoever thought of this way out for Canelo to not have to fight Jamal Charlo in the franchise title, I don't think they thought of all the ins and outs to see and check for continuity and make sure this made sense, that it made sense for boxing, that people weren't going to investigate further. Again, this is just an imaginary scenario. Smash the fucking like button. The real is back. We giving you that boxing talk. I'm giving it to you how you want it, however you want to get it. Like Burger King, have it your way. I'm giving y'all straight what y'all want, right off the cuff, freestyle, no cap. I'm giving it to you how you want it. Now, Canelo Alvarez, this whole franchise title, they didn't think about all the little avenues and to see if it made sense. They made Jamal Charlo the full champion, made Canelo this, franchise champion that can't lose the franchise title. Like, if Jamal Charlo knocks him out, Jamal Charlo is not the franchise champion. That's a raw deal. How can you fight this invincible motherfucker and no matter what, his title ain't transferable? That's like me racing cars on some Fast and the Furious shit, and I'm racing Vin Diesel, but if I win, then I don't get his car, but if he wins, he get my car. Come on, bro. Block the beef. 1, 2, 3. Cursor, get on him. Yeah, I'll give you the beef. What's beef? Beef is when you start to creep. Block B. Oh shit. Notice he had to leave 6 comments. Old media, it's a wrap. It's a wrap for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Hector Camacho, my guy. It's a wrap for y'all. That's why they had to leave 6 and 8 comments and keep coming back. Enjoy. New media, we out here winning, living our best life. I live my best life. I ain't going back and vote for you. So let's keep this thing going. That's how I know I must be the greatest. I must be the greatest, bro. That's how I know I must be the greatest. When they have to do all that, to try to, distract people. They only here to cause distractions. So this franchise title, they didn't think it through, to me, because how is Jamal Charlo the full champion and then Canelo can't lose? What? Canelo can't lose? Hey, Gerardo Mendoza said, come on, man, quit hating. Look, that's all they can say. You see, they don't prove me wrong. Oh, my God. Listen, look at the names, faces, and profile pics of the people doing the most hating. That's all they say. Come on, man, quit hating. They know they not fucking with the knowledge. They not going against that. All they can say is stop hating, man. Hey, he got clapped quick as fuck, though. Hey, these boys get clapped, though. Man, they getting clapped and they getting snatched like a klepto. They getting clapped though. Shout out to Big Time. I read a Keith Idec editorial on Canelo's beef with Dazn. Seems like he just watched one of your videos and copied and pasted all your points. Man, I'm the truth, like the baby. Listen, bro, I make boxing do what it do. I churn boxing like butter. Y'all know what it is. There's a lot of people that copy my sauce and you know, still they try to do everything I did. Man, I don't even trip anymore. At first, like I don't like, they say imitation is the highest form of flattery. That shit pissed me off. I don't like that. I think we are born to be unique, so it's weird when people just outright bite your style copy. But when you great, and motherfuckers is influence. But anyway, this franchise title just it muddied the waters. That's just it's the best way to put it. You dig? Cause Charlo's a champ. Okay, Canelo just but wait, there's more. Listen, we gonna break this down. And this is why these dudes come here and say, stop hating, you're racist, all this stupid shit. Because look, Eddie Quintero, as I'm saying it, he says biased as fuck up in here. Block him. Listen, we creating a graveyard. We creating the graveyard for all these trolls. They not talking about nothing. Go that away. You see how, get Eddie Quintero. Look at the names, faces, and profile pics of the people doing the most hating. You see how I'm taking my time out of the day to talk boxing, to explain, to give my side, and all they say, you hating, you're bi. All right, bro. Hey, remove Eddie Quintero. They have no answers. They don't have a clue. Yeah, man. We need more shooters in here. Hold on, I'll get him. That motherfucker gotta go. Bow! Rock-a-bye, baby. Now, moving on. See? That's why I wish there were more shooters in here so I could just keep going. We plowing straight through them. They always be hating, ego spitting nothing but the truth straight up. Shout out to Hector Camacho. Bro, they know what I'm saying is true. That's why they're not. Listen, the easiest thing would be to refute what I'm actually saying. They never do. They just say, oh, you're ugly, you're hating, you're biased, you're racist. Get the fuck out of here. Bro, nobody believes you. That's why when I go to the fights, I get nothing but respect. It's all love and it's all good when I go to these fights. These motherfuckers just be saying whatever. Anywho, Canelo Alvarez, the WBC's decision to make him franchise, it doesn't make sense. It's non-transferable. So Canelo's invincible. So if he loses at middleweight to Boo Boo Andrade, if he loses to Golovkin, if he loses to Jamal, none of them can win his title. That's some exclusive shit. That's that Canelo's in the VIP lounge with bottle service. That's some exclusive shit. Well, name another champion. Name another champion who had this type of luxury where they had no man. Like, listen, name another champion in the history of boxing if you want. Name another champion that didn't lose their belt. Like, they didn't actually lose, like, in combat. And they had a mandatory. And then you woke up one day and even though they still were supposed to have the belt because they won their last fight, their mandatory just disappeared. Name one other fighter that has happened to. Name another fighter that had a mandatory on Monday and then we wake up on Tuesday and their mandatory is gone. When has that ever happened in the history of boxing? Y'all could get mad, kick and scream all you want. This was not Dillian White versus Wilder because I've already went over that situation. Dillian White had ample time. Jamal Charlo did everything. He did everything the WBC told him to do. That's why they had to make him the full champion, because that would be even a more spit in the face if they kept him with that interim belt and he did all of his shit. So they couldn't do that. So they had to make him a full champ. But the thing is, he's a fighter. So fighters don't want to win by consolation. They want to win and get the respect and get the paycheck and everything else associated with it. Not, oh, I just won because someone didn't show up, or, you know, a forfeit type of scenario. So this just created confusion. But now, as far as Dazn, I think everyone's not on the same page. That's apparent. They're not on the same page. I think Dazn, this is my opinion. I don't know under the hood. I don't know what's going on, but my opinion, looking in and what we heard and what we know, I think Dazn really thought Canelo Triple G3 was a big fight. You know, that'll give him some traction. But I don't think Canelo wants to fight Triple G. You know, for whatever reason, he don't like him. He feels that chapter is done. He's like, I'm Canelo. I don't have to fight him. You know, maybe Triple G hits harder than, like, I thought Canelo won the second fight, but he did get hurt towards the end. You know, so maybe Triple G is just, you know, hitting too hard, and he don't want to give him a third opportunity. I don't know. But the bottom line is this. I don't think he wants to fight him. So I don't think him and Dazn are probably on the same page at this point in time. Because once again, Dazn they had a horrible, this shit is horrible Q1. Their quarter one was horrible. While Keith Thurman was fighting Jose Cito Lopez and Gervonta Tank Davis, he was supposed to fight Abner Mares, but it ended up being Hugo Ruiz. Broner was fighting Pacquiao, Spencer fighting Garcia. Dazn had like Demetrius Andrade, Artur Akov. You know, they had Andrew Cancio Machado, which was cool, but you know, it's not like a huge fight like that. You know, they had, I don't know, Mickey Rooney, whoever the fuck they had fighting. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have no explosive quarter one. But then when the biggest fight they had on the book was Canelo Jacobs, and that's the biggest fight that they've scored with in terms of viewership. And then right after that, they had Joshua Ruiz, which was an upset that hurt Dazn more than it helped him. You get what I'm saying? But their quarter one was pretty lousy to me. They didn't have many big. Ryan Garcia versus Jose Lopez. I like Ryan Garcia. That's my dude. Jose Lopez was coming off of a knockout loss before he even stepped in the ring with Ryan Garcia. You know, it just wasn't a strong quarter one, right? And then now I think they thought Canelo versus Triple G3 would be their ticket. Shout out to, someone said Mickey Rooney. Shout out to Daniel Mason. Man, $5 super chat. Appreciate you. New media bars. Real talk, the WBC is trying to dictate the division just like they did in the Sergio Martinez, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. situation. Yeah. But it's a bad look because it complicates things too much. Listen. The official easy work. The official press release that the WBC released stated this newfound franchise champion. First of all, look at it like this. When the fuck did any sanctioning body create a certain, not a belt for a fight? Because like when the WBC makes a belt for Mayweather versus Conor McGregor, whoever wins that fight wins that money belt or whatever they're calling it. You know what I'm saying? The snakeskin belt, right? If they make special belts for Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. and Canelo, you know, the Huicho belt or something, whoever wins gets the belt. But name another sanctioning body that created a belt that was only implemented in one division for one fighter. Do you get what I'm saying? That's kind of weird. Unless maybe you're retired. Like, I can understand getting the MTV Vanguard Award, you know, if you're LL Cool J or something, because you're already a legend. You know, you're not putting out albums necessarily. You know, you acting in different shit. So he already has a whole discography of history. But it's like a lifetime achievement award. Like, what did Canelo just failed a drug test last year? What is this lifetime achievement award shit? How? I mean, it's insane. And like I said, why is there no franchise in Wilder's division? So Dillian White could could stop talking about Wilder, make Wilder the franchise champion. They just opened themselves up for more scrutiny in that with that particular move. Because I'm tired of hearing about Dillian White and Eddie Hearn saying 600 days and shit. Make Wilder the franchise champion. He's bigger. He's on the bigger and better things. Nobody's tripping off that Dillian White fight. Dillian White got to get past Oscar Rivas anyway. And it's going to look crazy. So I've never seen that where a sanctioning body would take care of one person and make it so flagrant and obvious. Like, whoa. Like, damn, where's Gary Russell's franchise belt or whoever? You know, Gary Russell been the champ for years too. This the real deal. This the real deal. This the real deal. Easy work. And the thing is, if you look at Canelo versus Floyd, shout out to Daryl Johnson, $5 super chat. If anybody should have been the franchise champion, it's fucking Floyd. Floyd Mayweather has done more than Canelo Alvarez, and he beat Canelo Alvarez, beat the brakes off of him. That's one of Floyd's best performances at age 37. So how the fuck ain't Floyd the franchise champion? Listen, you can go on Google right now and find group pictures of multiple people who are all fighting at a particular fight card, and Floyd beat everybody in the fucking picture that was in his weight class. Like, when he fought against Cotto, I think it had Canelo and Mosley on the undercard, and De La Hoya was promoting it. You guys understand? So I seen a picture. I think that's who was in the picture. Hold on. This thing is tripping out. Okay, so let me run that back. Canelo was fighting Sugar Shane Mosley. Canelo was advised by Golden Boy and Oscar De La Hoya. And Floyd was fighting Miguel Cotto. Do you understand that group shot? Floyd beat every motherfucker in the picture. Beat Oscar De La Hoya, the now promoter of Canelo. Beat Canelo. Beat who Canelo was fighting at the time, Shane Mosley. Beat Cotto in that fight. What? That's legendary shit, bro. How you beat Canelo? You beat Canelo's promoter, De La Hoya. You beat Shane Mosley. You beat Cotto that night. Bro, you beat everybody in the fucking picture. Canelo don't have no lineage like that. Stop. Come on, bro. The franchise champion who beat Fielding. Myron Dinner, $5 super. Dillian White said he waiting 622 days. 14 hours, 28. Hey, you out of pocket. I'm like, damn, he said all. Yeah, he said at 33 seconds. Hey, you out of pocket, bro. You had me reading all these numbers. That man said 33 seconds. Hey, you do it extra. That's funny as fuck, though. Hey, give some claps for my man. That shit was funny. Yeah, he counting and shit. Man, come on. So, if anybody, how Floyd ain't the franchise champion? That man did way more than Canelo. Like I said, there's group shots and Floyd beat first try all the people in the shots. You know, you look at pictures of like Pacquiao and Juan Manuel Marquez and Cotto or some shit. Floyd beat them all. Everybody in that picture he beat. You know? That's crazy how you and your promoter get whooped by the same person. Legendary shit. He beat someone who's in his age bracket, and he beat the guy's promoter. That's like Wilder whooping AJ and Eddie Hearn and Barry Hearn. You know, like, damn, the promoter getting it too. That's crazy. Do you think the WBC made Canelo the franchise champion just so he won't stop working with them 2 or 3 years ago? Yeah, I think they did. They tried to find out the best way. This is my thing. I think they tried to find the best way. I didn't put it this way. He didn't want to fight Charlo. I don't think he wanted to fight Charlo. He didn't want to be pressured to fight Charlo, and he did stop working with him, as you're mentioning previously. So to avoid that, they found this middle ground. And if you think Canelo's team had nothing to do with this, then you're fucking foolish. If you think the WBC was just around twiddling their thumbs and then they just decided to make this, then you're full of shit. Because Eric Gomez has done interviews talking about Andrade has been reached out to, Jaime Munguia, and Kovalev. But guess what? Eric Gomez, president of Golden Boy, he ain't said one thing about we rebuke this franchise title. So that shows me you stand by it. Because if you didn't stand by it, then you wouldn't stand by it. Bars. I said if you didn't stand by it, then you wouldn't stand by it. And I don't buy it. There's no, like, if somebody said, oh, Ego sexually assaulted a girl, Bill Cosby, and then there was pressure on me and I know it didn't happen, then I'm going to come out and say, no, that's not what happened. You know, I ain't going to let somebody, like, just let it be. You know, and they got the crazy stories about me, you know what I'm saying? And people believe in this shit. So if Canelo didn't agree to this franchise title and Golden Boy didn't agree to this franchise title, Ego, I got some advice for you. I probably don't need it. Just how you worded it. I know it's probably going to be some goofy shit. So you might want to say that. But shooters, his name is Das Strauss. Okay, shooters. What's that advice? Shooters, lock and load. We gonna find out what this advice is. You got 10 seconds. What advice you gotta give me? I'm the king of this shit. What advice you gotta give a king? Motherfucker giving me advice. I don't even need advice. What did I ask for advice for? I know what I'm doing. I've been doing this. 8 seconds. What advice you gotta give me? 6 seconds. See? Ego, you fat, bruh. Blocked. I gotta give you advice. Ego, you fat, bruh. Blocked. We knew what that was. Shout out to J-Dog. J-Dog, we've been killing these dudes. We've been killing these dudes, bro. We've been killing them. J-Dog, me and J-Dog be laughing at you boys. We just be laughing and shit. We be laughing. They this mad because they know how this makes them look. Everything they stand for is crumbling. Old media is, I told you they got to go. They know what I'm saying is true. That's why they not even talking boxing. Listen, we destroyed old media so bad, we took them out the conversation. Like before, like when there are little things about AJ and Wilder, people would have disagreements. And then I would say my piece, they would say their piece. But a lot of times they would say, oh, the 50 million wasn't real. They not even talking about boxing anymore, bro. That's how you know. That's how you know what it is. And still, bro, they not even have no talking points. They ain't saying shit. They know this franchise thing don't make sense. Bro, if Floyd Mayweather got this franchise title and swerved Canelo, you know what they would say. Come on, bro. ESPN article about the franchise title. The WBC said the designation was made via mutual agreement between the WBC, Alvarez, and Golden Boy promotion. I didn't know that, but I didn't need to know that that's clearly the case. Listen, this is why none of the people can refute what I'm saying, because they know this shit don't make no fucking sense. Yo, peep it. So, this franchise shit, if Andrade fights, let's say Andrade fights Canelo next and beats him, he cannot win the franchise title. This is what was outlined in the paperwork. Canelo is invincible. He can't lose his franchise status. What you would get instead is a whole nother belt, a third belt. You won't get the franchise title from beating him, because this is some kind of lifetime achievement award or some shit that Canelo, out of all the history of boxing, this is the only thing Canelo, he's the only fighter that's been worthy of this shit. You know, not Sugar Ray Leonard, Ray Robinson, Floyd Mayweather, Mike Tyson, you know, whoever the fuck else, Julio Cesar Chavez. You know, Canelo's the only one deserving of this. But anyway, so they would, if Andrade beat Canelo, hypothetically, he would win a third title. a WBC diamond belt. So in that case, you would have Canelo off of a loss with this franchise title. You would have Demetrius Andrade, the new WBC diamond titleist, and then you would have Jermall Charlo, who's never faced Andrade or Canelo, and Jermall Charlo got a WBC full belt, regular, the regular WBC belt. Lil G versus Lou Gossett Jr., Canelo versus Pee Wee. Hey, you tripping? Egomania, you know what it is. That's ridiculous. So it doesn't. How you get undisputed in? So if Canelo beats Andrade, what would be undisputed, or if Andrade beats Canelo, what would be an undisputed? They've actually multiplied the belt. It's like taking a cell or organism and then like cloning it. So they basically cloned it. So now what would have been an undisputed fight, Andrade versus Canelo, is no longer that. It becomes, the belts have split. So it's like gremlins or some shit. You fed the gremlins water, food, or whatever the fuck, and they start having offspring. So at first you only had to kill one, but then that one multiplied and then turned into 6. Now you got 6 gremlins to kill. That's how they're doing with the belts. But luckily it's not that many. But it's still potential for 3 belts. That's horrible, bro. These gremlin ass belts, man. Feeding them after midnight. So if Andre wins, he gets some knockoff like title that Canelo can't. It doesn't even make sense, bro. All I know is like the UFC. If Conor McGregor whooped Eddie Alvarez, he's the lightweight champion. And he did that. He was the lightweight champion. He beat Jose Aldo. He the featherweight champion. They have interims too, but you knew Jose Aldo was the guy he needed to beat. End of story. Not in boxing. Because how is Andre going to say I'm undisputed and there's another person with a real full belt like Charlo? And we've never seen Andrade and Charlo fight. So how the fuck are you undisputed? And again, conventional wisdom, I think Damage Control, they threw Andrade's name out there for September. Because if you really wanted to fight Andrade, then it would have been justified Charlo waiting, because you would have been fighting for undisputed, and everybody would come to the table and agree that an undisputed fight trumps Charlo getting a mandatory shot. So if Canelo's team really and truly wanted to fight against Andrade in September, then there was no need to even make this mutual agreement of a franchise title, because you could easily justify it as, yo, I'm challenging for undisputed. What's rocking? What's popping? Me and Demetrius Andrade, I just beat Jacobs. He got the last belt I need. There would be no need to create a WBO. So that right there, in my opinion, tells me it's not in his plans. It's not in his plans to fight Demetrius Andrade next. If he does end up fighting Demetrius Andrade next, then thank new media, and new media pressure by talking about these things for that happening, because that's the only reason I think it would happen. I don't think this is my opinion. Personal choice. I don't think they after Andrade. You get what I'm saying? They're not after Andrade, because again, if they were, then they wouldn't even have to do all this franchise shit. They'd say, hey, we fighting Andrade next. We know he wants to fight. He'll take it. And then we're fighting for undisputed. So Charlo would have to wait anyway. And then that would have been better, because guess what? I'm not saying this. I want to see Charlo get his opportunity. However, if Canelo beat Triple G, beat Andrade, and beat Jacobs, to become undisputed, and then he just dropped the belts and started looking at 68 or 75, that wouldn't be that bad. That wouldn't be that bad. Even though I really want to see Canelo versus Charlo, it wouldn't be that bad, because he fought everybody but Charlo and he got at least all the belts. So if he decided to, like, hey, I'm a superstar, I'm undisputed, I set history, now I don't want the pressure of being a champion because I want to make power moves and fight Kovalev or Caleb Smith, and I don't want to be limited to just this division, then that would have made sense. So this shows me this wasn't the plan, because if they really wanted to fight Andrade next, then you would have had a scapegoat to not even fight Charlo, because you would be fighting for something greater than fighting one mandatory. You would be fighting because Charlo wasn't the full-bodied champion at that time. So they definitely didn't want to fight Andrade. They put it out there that, Canelo wants to fight the best and he wants to unify this year. Man, they didn't want that. But the plot twist is Dazn wants Canelo Triple G3, and I don't think Canelo wants it. And to my knowledge, his contract doesn't stipulate he must have to fight Triple G. He could fight whoever he wants. So basically, Dazn out here, they got a raw deal. They sitting up here paying Canelo all this money, and they were just desperate. See, this is what happens when people. This is the sign to me. I don't care what nobody said. This is a sign of desperation. They left it to Eddie Hearn to pick up all these free agent Al Heyman fighters, and the big ones that would move the needle on DAZN and get people to subscribe, like Deontay Wilder, Gervonta Davis, Adrian Broner, Charlo, Jamal, Errol Spence, Sean Porter, those guys, Jared Hurd, all these guys didn't go over there. So HBO folded. They had a budget that they were willing to disperse amongst multiple fighters because they thought Eddie Hearns probably could deliver Broners and, get some of these guys, Wilder or somebody. And then when Eddie Hearns came back with the goose egg, they had all this budget that they hadn't spent. And then HBO announced that they're getting out of the boxing business. So they got super aggressive and went after Canelo and Triple G because they consider them big stars. But that's why you don't put all your eggs in one basket, because Canelo's being Canelo and doing his own thing, and he don't want to have to fight who you want him to fight and all this stuff. He's like, I'm a star, I get paid. And then they didn't even put it in the contract that he had to give him certain fights, or we have to agree. It doesn't sound like it, that he had to fight Triple G. And I don't see how you would put in the comment section or in the contract, because Triple G hadn't even officially signed to DAZN at the point. So Canelo out here, it sounds like they scrambling. They scrambling trying to create a big event. Canelo gonna fuck around and lose star power, bro. I promise you that. Because there's too much going on and too many people doing it the right way. And boxing is lit, Boxing is lit right now, so people aren't gonna fool with all this. You get what I'm saying? Deontay Wilder's rapidly making a name for himself. Errol Spence rapidly making a name for himself. Keith Thurman, if he beats Pacquiao, or if Pacquiao beats, Keith Thurman, they right up in there for another big fight. You get what I'm saying? So people aren't gonna fool around with this stuff. Like they overpaid and overstated Canelo's popularity. The whole current marketplace is, I don't think it's to the point where it was back in the day. I don't think it is, with streaming and stuff. So people aren't going to, like, it's about the dance partner. The match matters. You get what I'm saying? Like, you put on some bullshit, then you could probably expect to get some bullshit numbers. Got to be halfway decent or something. Listen, Canelo versus Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. did over 1 million, right? That was a couple years ago. And Julio Cesar Chavez, like him or not, he has his father's surname. So he has a famous name. So people will spring for that. Jaime Munguia is not known like Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., right? We've seen Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. on HBO main events, 2 fights with Brian Vera. We know him from his father. He was on pay-per-view with Sergio Martinez, right? So he had already had a built name. Jaime Munguia kind of came out of nowhere, beat Saddam Ali, who just got stopped again. Looked way bigger than Saddam Ali. And then he beat Liam Smith, and then he started fighting on DAZN. And a lot of people didn't even catch his last couple fights. You get what I'm saying? So it's not. I don't think he has that type of star power. The only thing if they do make the Jaime Munguia fight, they're gonna market it as, you know, two Mexican warriors, Guerrero. You know, like he didn't even look good in his last fight with Dennis Hogan. Dennis Hogan just came out right now and said Canelo need to be fighting me because the world knows I won, basically. So, you know, they got some issues. They got some issues that they have to hash out. It doesn't look like Canelo wants to budge on the Triple G fight. They gave Triple G a draw and he lost the second fight. So Triple G has no power to enforce it. Canelo's a franchise champion. There's no one who can enforce Canelo and his side to do what they, you know, what's better for boxing. He don't care about belts. He already making money. And I told you guys, smash the like. Let me see where we're at with the likes. I'm about to get off. Y'all motherfuckers playing with me. Where's the fucking likes? Y'all getting me hot right now. Hold on. Let me see where these likes is at. Listen, if y'all ain't get these likes up, I'm getting off of this motherfucker, bro. We need to do way better than that. We had like 105. We got to get these likes up, like majorly. Listen, I shouldn't have to babysit these likes. Y'all got to do, especially with this YouTube algorithm. They working on shit. This shit is tripping. They not sending out no notifications and shit. My people ain't, man. While they doing this under construction, we need work. I need Ego's Army work, and it takes you guys a couple of seconds. Let's get it. Anywho. Oh, speaking of, since I paused this chat, UFC 239. If you want to get the pay-per-view, use the link in the description. I am an affiliate. I'm Walt Disney Ego. I'm Walt Disney Ego, so it helps the channel. If you're going to purchase UFC 239, it's a very good card, actually. It's a pay-per-view. Use the link in the description. Again, I'm an affiliate, and it helps grow the channel because I'm Disney Ego. But I'm really looking forward to John Jones. He's a beast, obviously. I'm even looking forward to the Holly Holm and Amanda Nunes a lot. Like, I really want to see that fight. Man, I don't care about no dislikes. I just care about my people. Yeah, ESPN Plus. Link in the description. We got to go ham on that. Buy your pay-per-view through me. You can buy it now. Don't delay. Don't wait and forget. So, anyway, this is the thing with Dazn. They need big fights. And then, like, this shit has been a mess. Just to be honest, it's been a mess. Dazn's commentary is atrocious. It's atrocious. So they're not winning there. They have little things like on-screen graphics that look weird. You know, that's just more me, like the aesthetics of it, because I do visual shit and like editing and film. So there's a lot of stuff like that that's kind of off. The player and shit. Like, you can only jump up 30 seconds. It buffers, shit like that. But the biggest thing is the content, the scheduling. They don't really have any sustained traction. You know, Andrade just fought Zaleski. I still haven't watched it. They did it the day of the Houston fight. They did it the day of the Houston fight when I'm in Houston and Charlo fight. I've missed Andrade. Listen, I never miss no fights. When Andrade was like, because it wasn't always scheduled like double book. I missed Andrade's last two fights, Artur Akov and Zaleski, because the Artur Akov fight, it happened the week of Broner Pacquiao. I have a good memory. I remember all this. Look it up. When Broner fought Pacquiao, I'm working in Vegas at the big fight, and that fight took place in New York on the same week. So I missed Demetrius Andrade's last two fights. I only seen highlights. Horrible scheduling. Horrible. And they're not giving themselves a chance for to build any real momentum. And then on top of that, now Canelo, they talked about this. Listen, the fact that he's fighting in 9.5 weeks and you're hearing so many names, that's not a good sign to me. That's not, because they're like, oh, he could fight Caleb Smith, Sergey Kovalev, Jaime Munguia, Errol Spence, fucking Danny Bonaducci. What? You know, Demetrius, and it's like too many names, bro. So, and it's not even that they have a lot of names. It's like there's no rhyme or reason. It's not like he had 4 or 5 names to choose from at 160 that he's pondering. One guy's a 54-pound champion, and he would be moving up, giving up his belt, bringing nothing into the equation other than a bad performance with Dennis Hogan. You know, Kovalev's clear over at 175 in the light heavyweight. He's a champion there. Then you send him a low ball offer. You know, clearly Andrade is the best fight that could be made. They're both with Dazn. You know, we'll see. We'll see if Canelo decides that. But if anything, if he does decide Andrade, I'm firm, and I do believe that the pressure from new media aided in that. But I still don't think he's going to fight him next. Real talk. But if he does, I'm a man of my word. I'll give him credit for that. That's a dope fight. This is the type of bullshit that turns people off. Like even the Canelo, like it's all messed up now. Like okay, like Canelo Triple G. I'm not even really stoked off of that. I don't even have to see that shit anymore. You know, right? But even if he does, let's say he just look at the bind they're putting themselves in. Let's get these likes up. This shit easy work. Look at the bind that they're putting themselves in. Look at the bind. They're putting themselves. Hey, is the volume up? I forgot. I adjusted some things. I switched out and used a different mic. Is the volume too loud? I should have. I forgot because I know I was using the other mic, but I just felt like switching. Rate the sound on a scale of 5 to 10, 10 being the best. It's not peaking, like hurting your ears. Oh, okay. Fuck it. I forgot because when you adjusted the I had the settings from the last mic, but I guess nobody's tripping. All right, we working. Anyway, yeah, man, this is just a bad look. So let's say I'm not even stoked off of Canelo Triple G3, right? But let's say he fights him. You're giving yourself 9 weeks, 9.5 weeks to promote a fight of that magnitude, you know, or whatever you think is that fight's gonna do. This is horrible, bro. Why would you have Canelo Triple G3 and you have 9 months, you ain't done no press tour, it hasn't been announced, no press conference. You rushing. This ain't like Mayweather Pacquiao based on all the parties that needed to be involved. It was cutting it close too. But that's Mayweather Pacquiao. That was like 7 years in the making. We've already seen 24 rounds of this Canelo Triple G shit. That ain't that type of fight. You dig? That ain't that type of fight. So it's like they're cutting it way too close. Caleb Smith said he can't. They said he took too long. They said it's too close. That's what Joe Gallagher, his trainer, said. So it's not going to be Kovalev and it's not going to be Caleb Smith. According to them, their sides, they don't have enough time. So who is Canelo going to fight? If he fights another Rocky Fielding, then good luck. You know, it's going to look bad, bro, with this. I can't wait. Because either we're going to get a great fight or, you know, we're going to get something else. We'll just leave it like that. We're just going to get something else. Someone says it's going to be Chocolatito. Hey, get the fuck out of here, bro. He said it's going to be Chocolatito. Man. And the great thing about new media is I don't care. I like when they squirm and when they get hurt and shit, because the only people live, I'm not into living a lie, you know. The only people who aren't being realistic with themselves are the man fans. So I don't care about ever impressing them. So they just sound delirious and delusional, to be honest. Here, this is Julian J. Rock Williams' trainer. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out Where? Hold on. Look, this is Julian J. Rock. He's a trainer. Breadman. I don't understand something about subjective boxing logic. Why is it that certain fighters have to do something to, quote, deserve a fight with Canelo? What did Rocky Fielding, Liam Smith, James Kirkland, and Alfredo Angulo do to, quote, deserve the lottery fight? Why? Why is that exactly the shit that I be saying, bro? That shit funny. And he's sitting up here with the unified champion, Julian J. Rock Williams, a great fighter. Right? This shit, I told you, the new media takeover is here. He had another one. Hold on. He had another thing that he had said, and I thought it was dope. Look, this is J Rock's trainer. Gassing y'all with that. Canelo Alvarez's career is going to be an enigma. On one hand, he's a lock for the Hall of Fame with sublime skill who's fought some killers. On the other hand, he failed 2 PED tests and is the most privileged fighter in history. Both sides will be accurate. That's a powerful quote. He said basically, see, and this is the thing with the Canelo man fans, bro. You can give Canelo props on top of props. They don't like you saying nothing but props. They want you to be completely like just disregard the fuck out of the actual truth. I have always praised Canelo for his skill set, his ability to learn, what he's accomplished at a young age. But there's also the Canelo has this thing. It's just this thing that is crazy to me. He'll do something really good for his career. Really good. And I'm like, damn, dope. That was dope. Everybody get the fuck off his back. But then right after, he'll do something diva-esque or very privileged. And now he's going through the ringer in terms of public opinion. It's like a constant tug of war. Like, I have never seen it where Canelo was just, he did something big and it just kept building traction from that. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'll give you an example. He just fought Daniel Jacobs. He won, he beat him. That's cool. I thought the fight was closer than a lot of people suggested. Yeah, I thought it could have been a draw, to be honest, because of Canelo faded so much. He looked really good in the beginning. But whatever. He won. I'm not even tripping. I don't even care about that. He fought Jacobs. The fact that you stood up in there and you agreed and you shook hands and you fought, you signed on the dotted line, give him props. Immediately after, it's this franchise shit. So he clearly wants no parts with Charlo. And we're hearing about him move out the division to maybe fight Kovalev. So it's like all that traction and all that like good juju that you got from stepping up and fighting Jacobs, a fight that people have been calling for you to fight. You immediately kind of squander it by doing something that takes you steps back. It's really weird. Kamal Oz. Fun fact, Canelo has never faced a mandatory. Oh, wow. I'm actually trying to think. I can't think of one. But he keeps doing it. Like, okay, he fought Gennady Golovkin. Then he beats him. Oh, shit. Canelo's beasted. Did he fight Rocky Fielding next? Do you see? It's like this. It's always this tug of war. It's like, I did something good. Fuck y'all. Let me chill now. He fought Gennady Golovkin, not when the 2016 when people were telling him to fight, but he still did it. Then he had a draw. Then he failed a drug test. Like, oh fuck. Okay, so I gave you props because you took on the fight with Golovkin. Then it's a draw. You can't control the scoring, so I didn't really hold that against him. But then you failed a drug test and it fucked up the rematch. So I'm like, fuck, okay. Then you come back, you do VADA testing 24/7 and all this shit. Prove you're clean for the fight. He looks like smaller and shit. And he beats Golovkin. I'm like, all right, dope. Then he comes back, fight Rocky Fielding. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like I've never seen. When have you ever seen Canelo do like two really good things back to back? No controversy in the scorecards, nothing. It's just like boom, boom, like a steady progress. It's crazy. Like, for example, Errol Spence. What has he done wrong? He just fought Mikey Garcia, who kept his name in his mouth, and then he gave him what he wanted, dominate him. Now he's going into the Sean Porter fight. That's traction. Canelo doesn't have that. He'll fight Erislandy Lara, and then people will think it's a robbery, and then he won't rematch Erislandy Lara. And then he'll go on to fight Amir Khan. And people are like, what the fuck? We want to see you fight Golovkin. Then he'll fight Liam Smith. You see what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, it's real weird how Canelo has this like tug of war. It's like they're trying to protect. It's like Mayweather gave him a loss and they trying to make sure he don't lose again. Some type shit. Yeah, I thought Lara beat him. Hey, Drew's out of pocket. He said, man, Andre said if he fights Canelo. Oh, Andre said this. Man, Andre said if he fights Canelo in Mexico, take him to the same steakhouse Canelo eats at. Oh, wow. Hey, y'all fucking out of control, bro. That's kind of funny, though. He said take him to the same steakhouse. That's funny. I like that. That's funny. Smash the like button. This is what they mad at the new media movement, bro. Because they know we spitting that real shit. That shit to make you feel shit. Why did Canelo fight Khan? I have no idea. But that's what I'm saying. It's like Canelo will take a step forward, then he'll take 3 to 5 steps back by doing something else that, like, what the fuck? That calls the question. You get what I'm saying? That calls into question him and Golden Boy's motives. Like, you know what? Why? And it's crazy. To me, that's a lack of belief. Terrence Crawford, he ready to go. You know what I'm saying? He ready to go. He ready to go with whoever. See, I think, and this is what happens with, you see this all the time with black fighters. There's a lot of black fighters that, if you look at them, if there were no politics in the sport, you know what they're going after. That's just what they're doing. For example, does anybody believe that Demetrius Andrade wouldn't fight Canelo or Triple G if there was no politics, they were getting equal purses, and everything was already decided? Who believes Andrade wouldn't fight Triple G or Canelo? Who believes Jamal Charlo wouldn't fight Triple G or Canelo? Who believes Deontay Wilder didn't want to fight Tyson Fury in a rematch? Who believes Deontay Wilder didn't want to fight AJ? Do you get what I'm saying? Terrence Crawford, who believes, if there's no politics at all, who believes Terrence Crawford wouldn't be, trying to pick tough fights, fight Danny Garcia and Spence and all types of shit? So there's a lot of people who are really the victim of circumstance. Canelo's in the driver's seat because of his popularity, because of his red hair and pale skin and all this shit. So he's in the position to select people. He's the real Selesky because he can select some shit. So it's the ball's in his court. If you offer the people fair time to prepare, fair purses and shit, then we can get all these fights because he's in the driver's seat. Yeah, these dudes would fight. Yeah, be safe, Lewis. Yeah, man, we out here. Smash the like button. So yeah, man, that's just what it is. But this franchise title just really messed it up because now there's no clarity in the division. Because even if Canelo and Andre were to fight next, that don't prove nothing. And here's another thing. You know why I don't want to see Canelo all these freakish weight jumps? Because when fight, just know this. When you start creeping up to that 30-year-old mark, your body changes for sure. There's things you can't accept or your body won't accept. When you're 21 and shit, your body's pliable. You can eat whatever, blah, blah, blah. However, when you move up, you know, like I said, when you're a fighter with some mileage, you've been fighting for a while, especially when you start getting to that 30-year-old mark, there's no turning back necessarily. Like Roy Jones went up to heavyweight and then he came crashing down at light heavyweight. That's not good for you. That's not good because you did all this to put on weight and then now you have to drop weight. You know, it's different like when you see Christian Bale do it for the Machinist or something because nobody's trying to punch him in the fucking face. But if Christian Bale, like let's say I got in a fight with Christian Bale on the Machinist set, bro, I would sleep him. He was not in you see how small he was? He was not, you know, it's different when you're in Mortal Kombat, you know, somebody's trying to knock your head off. So I can understand method actors like pushing their body, because you're not getting punched and nobody hitting you in the gut and shit. So that's why I don't like that. If Canelo keeps playing with his body and goes to 175, then we might not see him at 160 again. Because how long is he going to be able to keep doing that? You know, because the other thing is your body is a complex machine. So if most of these fighters cut weight and they're walking around weight, especially this new generation, they're walking around weight ain't nothing with what they fight at. You know, they can fight. Their walk around weight is a lot heavier. So you almost tease your body because it's coming in a little bit more comfortable. Like you look at Canelo at the Chavez Jr. fight at 164.5, he looked better. And like just from an aesthetic point of view, he looked better than he did at 54 with Liam Smith, even though he was moving up 13 pounds because he gave his body a rest. So you don't want to tease your body like that. You get what I'm saying? You're teasing your body. You're going up to 175. It's like, okay, cool. This is closer to what we walk around at. You get what I'm saying? This is closer to what we walk around at. You know, I could deal with this. So then your body starts liking it, and let's say he gets past Kovalev, beats him, and then now you want to drop back down to 160. This is precisely what we're seeing with Mikey Garcia. He keep telling you in interviews, I just fought Errol Spence at 147. I packed on weight and I packed on muscle, and now I'm in my off season. I can't make 35 right now. He knows he's gonna kill himself trying to make 35, and he's like, yeah, maybe gradually I'll go back down to 135, but he might not make it to 135 anymore because it depends on what he decides. He keeps fighting at welterweight. How you gonna go back down? Look at Brandon Rios. He ate himself out of a weight class. You can't reverse the clock like that. You know, you can't keep reversing the clock like that. So that's why I don't like these crazy weight jumps. Look at Kell Brook. You know, he's talking about, oh, so basically I'm at my true weight and I need to fight at 154 at my true weight, and you know, doing all this shit after the Golovkin fight and after the Spence loss. He's, oh yeah, so basically my chocolate brown ale wasn't at my true weight, so nah, bro. Realistically, you know, that's why it puts fighters in between division. You can't keep doing that to you. You know what I'm saying? You can't fuck with your body like that. Oscar did the same thing. Yeah, and he got fucked up. Pacquiao came from 35 and fucked him up. Bro, he was drained, bro. They said he had to get a rehydration IV and shit. That man said Luther Vandross. Damn. I said. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah, man. We gonna see. I can't wait. See how no matter what's decided, new media be winning. I say new media be winning. You don't see us losing. Because I know I ain't out here saying nothing crazy. You know I ain't saying nothing crazy. Yay, yay. I ain't saying nothing crazy out here. So we'll wait and see. But Jaime Munguia, Canelo, that's not. I don't think that's it, Chief. Jaime Munguia, it'd be better if he came off of like a Saddam Ali type performance. But coming off that Dennis Hogan, I don't think that's it, Chief. Yeah, and see, like, fans aren't stupid. They're trying old promoter tricks in the social media age, and it don't work anymore. You know, like just putting two Mexican guys in there and saying it's gonna be, you know, Eric Morales, Barrera, Part 6, and all this shit because it's a quote unquote Mexican American holiday. That's I don't know. I don't see it. He didn't do good versus Hogan. So that's the worst performance to encourage people to want to see Jaime Munguia. Like, let that man grow. And see, that's bad for Golden Boy too. Is because I like Jaime Munguia, you know? But let him at least develop a little bit. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're going to throw him in with the Wolves at a higher weight class and just figure it out. So you giving your fighter a potential bad L, you know? You giving your fighter a L, and he don't even have to take one right now. He really should rematch Dennis Hogan. Canelo better be lucky Andre Ward ain't still around. Man, see, this is what I told y'all about the clout chasing. Oscar De La Hoya said Canelo could fight Andre Ward. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. He has stamina issues with Jacobs at 160. He gonna fight Dre at 175. Fuck out of here, bro. He gonna fight an Olympic gold medalist that is a dog. Man, hell nah, bro. Triple G didn't even fight. He had been fighting since birth at 160, and he didn't even fight Dre Ward. You know Canelo ain't finna move up. Man, get the fuck. Bro, that's what I'm saying. It's just this clout. This is that clout chase shit. This is what y'all like. This current age of boxing, just name drop a bunch of people. Like, you see it on YouTube. Boxingego is a bitch and he's so exposed. But then I'm in Houston, I'm at the fight. Like, I'm going wherever there's action. I'm in Vegas, I'm in Cali, but I'm all types of B's and motherfuckers and all types of exposed and shit. What are we talking about? It's just a lot of clout chasing in this game, and it's repulsive. Especially from men. I don't think that's a masculine trait. Just name drop and coattail and always talking about another man and shit. You know, that I don't know. I'm cut from a different cloth. And they discontinued the fabric. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, black murderers, bro. Y'all know what it is. Now people are saying, oh yeah, Jamal, he should fight Boo Boo. No, Canelo or Triple G should fight Boo Boo or fight Charlo. You see how they try to get it? They try to. That's like my parents going out of town. I got one brother and one sister, both older. That's like my parents going out of town and they say, "Oh, hey, you need to take out the trash and do whoop 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 and clean up and vacuum." And they told me to do it, and then they leave. And then I tell my brother and sister, like, oh, mom and dad wants you to vacuum and sweep and do the kitchen. Like, motherfucker, they told you to do that. That's how people do in boxing. I'm the king of analogies. You get what I'm saying? Your parents leave you with the list of chores that they want you to execute. They tell you to do that. You need to vacuum, take out the trashes, take them out to the curb, you know, do the dishes. And then you tell your brother and sister, try to pawn it off on them. This is the black murderers road. This is boxing. You know, Jamal Charlo like, yeah, I want the franchise title. Where them little G's at? Where Canelo at? Yeah, I want to fight Canelo. We could do it in Houston. We could do it in Dallas. And then Canelo and Triple G talking about, oh, yeah, Andre looking for you. Nah. What you mean Andre looking for you? Hell nah. He said, where them little G's at? Man, I just left H-Town. Where them little G's at? You know, where Canelo? I want that franchise title. Oh, you know, Andre looking for you, Charlo. No, how that work? You know, Boo Boo said, yeah, I want Canelo. Where your cojones, Canelo? You know, he calling him out. He calling out Triple G. He been calling him out since 54. Both of them. And like, hey, Hey, boo boo, Charlo's looking for you. No, you're not. You're not finna pawn that off. You know, this is what they try to do. The Black Channel. Why would the blacks not fight? Why won't the blacks fight each other? The Black Channel. Bro, see, they just want the black channels to punch each other's grills out and shit. Why would the blacks not fight? The Black Channel. We're like, no, we're not doing that. No. Andrade called out Canelo and Triple G. Charlo called out Canelo and Triple G. And they make excuses. Oh, they just won. These broke. Their EBT cards ran out. They need money. They just want a paycheck. They want to buy some more crack cocaine. Like, what the fuck are you talking? That's how you know the motherfuckers is racist. Because they just be saying stupid shit. Their EBT card ran out. What the fuck? So that's why they calling out Canelo? Because their EBT card ran out? Man, get the fuck up out of here. That's how I know these motherfuckers is racist. Because they just be saying racist shit. Oh, yeah, they want the money to buy some crack. Like, what? Where did crack come from? They want to buy some fried chicken and Kool-Aid. Yeah. They want to get some grape drink. They want some grape drink. That's the only reason they're calling out Canelo, so they can get some grape crush or grape Fanta. You know, some orange soda. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? You talking about some orange soda and fried chicken? I mean, that sounds delicious, to be honest, but what are you talking about? How these dudes is bugging and shit. They want some Murray's hair grease. That's the only reason they're calling them out. They can't afford Murray's hair grease. Man, get the fuck out of here with that Murray's shit. They just want to buy some tree. They want some weed. The sativa. What? That's what black people is? Like, just looking for weed, tree, and chicken? Fucking grape drink? What the fuck? Oh, yeah, and lean. They just want to buy some lean. They want some bow, man. Always some bullshit. Always some bullshit. Everybody else could get the fight in the motherfucking world, and then the black fighter try to get the fight, and it's always some extra ass shit. So Rocky Fielding, you didn't say, oh, he wants some fish and chips, some tea and crumpets, and you know whatever the fuck else he need, you know. But Charlo, yeah, man, he wants to buy some more jewelry. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know. He owes some back child support. Like, hey, bro, you really racist out here. Back child support. What the fuck? He's sick of them the government garnishing his checks. All right, bro. Yeah, that's the only reason he wants to fight Canelo. Fuck up out of here. New media, bro. Digital mob. He wants to get the new Nipsey Hussle CD. That's He wants to go to the Marathon clothing line. Man, fuck that. Charlo called him out. AJ called him out. You gotta do something, baby. Man, they want that back child support. I don't care. Give them the fight so they can pay that back child support. I want to see it. Yeah. We new media strong, man. They are really like they are really struggling. Andre said, I'm done talking and stormed out the damn interview. I hate watermelon. Watermelon is delicious. They fear the melon. Yeah. Man, they always got some fucking excuses. So-and-so is not popular. So-and-so can't sell. You know, so-and-so just wants the paycheck. So-and-so ain't beat no one. So-and-so got, you know, Charlo got Matt Korobov problems. All right, bet. So Jaime Munguia don't got Dennis Hogan problems. You see, we could do this all day. Matt Korobov was almost knocked out in the 12th round. Dennis Hogan was looking sturdy than a bitch and shit. So how is Jaime Munguia might get the fight? how he might get the fight. You know, if Charlo don't deserve the fight because of Matt Korobov problems, even though he got past him, and it was no robbery, how Munguia up for the task, and he looked bad versus Dennis Hogan. Oh my God, man, I'm just destroying them. Yeah, Canelo can just keep moving on. Don't no Edeslandi Lara rematch. Come on, bro. They know what it is. What's up? Can I? I'm fine. You know, they know what it is, bro. They always have to try to find some avenue. Korobov don't want that smoke. He didn't look too good in his last fight. Yeah, I seen him with that Jack Kukalay shit. Anyway, I might do a vampire stream because y'all got me feeling good. But y'all gotta support, man. I got some things I'm working on in the channel. You know, YouTube's doing some shit with YouTube Studio, all types of shit. But yeah, we about to take over. Listen, UFC 239. If you're buying the pay-per-view, drop down below. There's a link. It says ESPN. Click that link and purchase your ESPN Plus and your ESPN Plus pay-per-view. That's actually a good card, bro. I don't even think there's boxing on tomorrow, but that's what I'll be watching. I don't even think there's a fight on outside of that. Is there any boxing on tomorrow? I don't know. I don't discuss my plans. Too many people copy my shit. They trying to bite the style. I got too many styles though, bro. I'm like Lawrence Fishburne. I got a furious style. Yeah, if you buying that ESPN pay-per-view, holla at my link. Helps the channel. There's an early Kazakh fight on ESPN. Oh yeah, I seen that. The low weight class. All right, I might do a vampire stream. Holla at the boy. I got videos too. Check out the videos. Listen, I'm telling you guys, you guys got to get the bell icon. YouTube's definitely doing some changes. They're trying to do a bunch of machine learning. I don't want to bore y'all with it, but I've been reading and researching. They're trying to do a bunch of machine learning. So like, especially I notice this, especially when I go on trips, because I go on trips, I'm in different time zones. So I think that factors into some shit. But when I come back from trips, not everyone gets my content even more so. You get what I'm saying? So there's a way where you could set your subscription page. How do you guys listen to the videos? Are you on a tablet, a mobile phone, or a computer? Does anyone even use computers anymore? LA got an earthquake right now? What the fuck? Everybody be safe, man. Phone and tablet. Damn, nobody uses a computer anymore. That's hella funny. What is your method? Oh, it felt like a 6.0. Wow. Be careful with them aftershocks. I play your shit through the smart TV. On the phone. Okay, somebody uses a computer cell. Damn, that's crazy. Sign of the times. When I first started, it was the opposite. My MacBook still broke. I gotta stop procrastinating. You broke a MacBook? My shit be holding up. Oh, they stopped the summer league? Wow. Yeah, everybody be safe out there. Yeah, but listen, I'm gonna try to tell y'all. I'm gonna try to help y'all out. I don't know about Android shit because I don't have no Android. But on YouTube, y'all should set on your phone. You see it right there? It says trending and subscriptions. You see that button right there? I don't know why it's all fucked up. So the thing is, back in the day, YouTube used to be most of your shit would be on the homepage. Y'all should start setting it to the subscription tab. That's a better chance of getting my shit. But at least when I get back from trips. See, look, that's the subscription tab. See, people don't even use these options. You see right there? Inbox, subscriptions, trending. Most people go to the home. Click that button in the middle. You have because that's how you see everybody you're subscribed to shit. That homepage be listen. This is what happens with the homepage. The homepage got stories now and all types of extra shit. And if you watch one video, see, and it's still new, it's still primitive on YouTube, but they're trying to do this machine learning. That's been out for a while, but they're trying to cater for the user experience. Do you get what I'm saying? So what happens is you watch one video, let's say P. Diddy and J-Lo, then they'll start sending you on your homepage hella videos trying to encourage you to click on that. But then all the while, your favorite creators and shit, you might not even see their content ever come up because there's a bunch of J-Lo shit and a bunch of P. Diddy shit. I'm telling you. The machine learning don't have it all figured out. Like I said, you'll be caught in a wormhole on this YouTube shit because you watch one thing about P. Diddy and J-Lo and then your home page, they're trying to just keep you on the site. So your homepage will be flooded with J-Lo shit and related videos to P. Diddy, and they want you to get caught up on that. Meanwhile, you know, people that you actually want to watch their shit, they might not appear on your homepage. And see, and it's a chain reaction because if there's a channel and you don't go to their video, then they're less likely to recommend it in the next one. So they trying to do different shit. We'll see. You know, we doing good. Ain't nothing to stop what we doing. But I'm just trying to tell you, because there's a lot of creators, especially the ones that's small, you know, especially the small creators, they're going to get fucked up. They're going to get fucked up for sure. So you got to support the creators that you like. You know, hit the alert button and all that. How do you do a chat bot? How does it send people? I don't know how it would send it. What does it send it to? Like, who does it send it to? How does it know who to send it to? You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, YouTube be trying to promote what they want to promote. Oscar Diaz, yeah. Holla at me. On Twitter or something. Let's get it. Anyway, I'm about to go eat some ribs. 4th of July style. We working. ESPN Plus, link below. UFC 239. That's the biggest card this weekend. I'm looking forward to it. So I'll be back with some more heat. Holla at the boy. Thank you guys for your participation, super chats, the comments. You know, we'll see what Canelo decides, but it's getting real interesting around these parts. Everybody be safe with the earthquakes and stuff. Peace.